Okay, stream is started, and with any luck, we should be live. So I'm just gonna pull up my phone and place a link to the stream as I wait for a little bit to. Oh, I become music? Just. Wait a minute. Is I become working on a new song in the anti. In the. What is it called? Anti-Human series. Yes. Oh, that's so cool. Love that. Okay, I'm gonna search up my channel. Click on the live stream. Hey, and now I can read chat while playing the game. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy a link to the stream, and I'm gonna post in Discord in my personal Discord. Discord related to my YouTube channel is coming soon, though. I swear. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So, sent a message saying to come watch my stream in my private Discord. I've gotten my phone up and have the chat so I can see it. I mean, if I was a bit bigger at streaming, I would have something planned to wait while I'd just wait and chat while people start to trickle in, but this was a spontaneous stream and there's nobody here and I'm not a big streamer, so just gonna start playing. And the beginning of the tower is pretty easy anyways, so yeah. I shouldn't really so the hope is that somebody will have joined the stream by the time that I get to the actually difficult part of the tower, but who knows? Okay. So here we are, ring 2. Okay. My wire's all tangled up. Use a wired controller. Anyways, let's start. See, I believe it's like down here-ish. Yeah. Come on. I wish corner flipping, like, was actually natively supported still. Oh well. Just press F. Okay. Oh wait, why am I on controller? Hold on, this is supposed to be the last tower I do on keyboard and mouse. Well, for the foreseeable future, but... yeah, so tower difficulty chart. Last obby I'm doing on keyboard and mouse for the foreseeable future is from after I beat this. I only plan to use keyboard and mouse when controller support is noticeably lacking, or just in the rare scenario that playing on keyboard and mouse is like legitimately more fun. Oops. I just fell on easy. That's not a good sign. I'm pretty sure I have this down in 4 runs. In other words, in practice I've gotten from the bottom all the way to insane. Oh, I'm an idiot. So I've gotten from from bottom of easy to insane, and I have runs where I've gotten from, I've done bottom of floor 1 to bottom of floor 8, then I've done floor 8, floor 9, and floor 10. Not in a row, but I just know I've done each of those. Me already falling twice is really not a good sign, but oops. Okay. Secret path. Yes. Finish the secret path. I know I've had a couple fumbles, but I should be fine at least until intense from this point forward. So hopefully I'm warmed up by now. Okay. And by warmed up, I mean still very cold. Because it is very cold where I am. I've tried to pause on that hanging block way too many times in practice. Okay, on to intense. Turn up my brightness slightly. Corner flip. Oh, these are a lot more loose than they were in practice place. Wow, the practice place is terrible. The actual power should not be this much different. The shading is all different too. Well, definitely not using the practice place anymore. More so because practice place just doesn't have good controller support in anything, but even still. Practice place is terrible. Okay. Oh. Not liking that, not liking that. I like this. Oh my god. Oh, yes! Yes, yes, yes! Okay, I've noticed my first, like, actual difference between the tower actually in Ito and in the practice list. Yo, what? There's another controller main in the lobby? And of course it's another controller main in the lobby right as I'm doing my last tower on keyboard and mouse. Okay, so this in the practice place was kind of curved like this slightly, but now that it's straight up, that makes it a lot easier to do that jump, which is good because that was one of the harder jumps in the tower. Okay. Accidentally fell there, but that's fine. Actually, hold up, I'm gonna change it to 40 FPS. High FPS fix is on. Okay, I fell on like one of the... I think there's like maybe like 3 parts that are outside. Wait. Oh. I'm not very good. I did not know that truss was there, though. Is there any other shortcuts in this section that I've missed? Anyways, there's like... In terms of outside sections, there's like... maybe 3 extremely short sections that are outside the tower. So why am I so bad all of a sudden? Like, on one hand, it doesn't really make sense that I'm fumbling this tower so much, like fumbling the easy sections so much, but on the other hand, this is the section that I've practiced the least because of how easy it is, so... Okay. Of course, I will be taking this shortcut. Then I'll be taking this shortcut as well. Okay, tightrope section for leave. This is the... Oh, really? Ah, I keep missing that. Okay, I swear, I'm not normally this bad. Also, if the chat doesn't work, I'm very sorry because... Yes, it is very ToDC. Okay, so the chat does work. That's good. Because the chat works on my phone, which is what I use to check the chat anyways, but it's not actually working on my computer right now. It's just the YouTube, oh, couldn't find anything page. Why am I so bad? I'm so bad at this game all of a sudden. Okay, let's wait for this to pass and then take this one, I think is what we want to do. Yeah. because the timing makes it more difficult. Windows PNG instead of tower difficulty chart. What? Oh. I'm very sorry. I forgot to change scenes. That's my pre-stream scene. Yeah, the Windows XP background is what I use. I just, like, before the stream I put up a PNG of the Windows XP background. And as I, like, post the link to the stream in my Discord server, which it's a private Discord server, but public Discord server for my channel. Hope you can listen. Anyways, I plug my stream and wait for people to, like, actually come in and join the stream, kind of open up my phone so I can see chat while I'm playing the game. And I have a Windows PNG up, so it's not just pure black. And I forgot to actually take that down, so it's a good thing I haven't made any significant progress in the tower yet. Okay. I'm gonna let this guy go ahead. Actually, recently I've been getting in the habit of just, like, letting people go ahead of me. Except I've been letting people go ahead of me so I can't really see them. And they don't distract me while I'm doing stuff, but I just realized I could just turn other players off. Okay. Got up to Remorseless, fairly easy. Hopefully I should be able to do Remorseless fairly quickly as well. Okay. I'm not liking this timing yet. Okay, now should be good. Okay. Conveyor bridge. Okay. Messed up this jump last time, but I didn't this time, so that's pretty good. Had a minor scale issue. It's fine. So that section is now behind me. What was that? That was a weird fail. I don't know, I think that was probably a skill issue on my part. I'm gonna start skipping the majority of intents. Yes. Oh, I had... Come on, flip. What? corner flip was broken. Okay. Actually, I will use my utility button and set the utility button to emote so I don't have to do that every time. Ah! Skill issued again. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm on stream. Oh right, I have a dance 2 button right here. I keep forgetting. And there. Spinner. Here. Conveyor bridge. Okay. The one guy left. That makes sense. I mean, if I tuned into a Tower of Difficulty chart stream only to see the guy who's struggling on two of the easier floors in the tower, I would not really stick around either. Okay. Yes! Yes, I've made it to insane. Yes. Okay. Past the conveyor section. Okay, extreme. Doing good. Oh, interesting. There's a wall there now. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, am I gonna make it back to insane first try? Well, probably not now that I said that. I probably jinxed myself. Okay. Okay, here's the scary part. Okay. Okay. I swear to God, if I fluke from Remorseless, that would just be the craziest thing ever. Dang it. That sucks. New personal best, though. I'll take that. Especially after only, like, say 30 minutes of gameplay. Which, now that I'm saying it out loud, that doesn't seem that too great, but... oh well. I'm already bad at making decisions as is. What happened there? What? I'm already bad at making decisions as is. And I've already decided that I'm gonna try to stop using keyboard and mouse and play controller instead whenever possible. And that this is gonna be my last completion on keyboard and mouse, and just fluking it and instantly beating it would not be very good for me. Well, it would be great because, like, it would be pretty cool if I could beat this quickly, but on the other hand, that would make it so, like, oh, did I make the right decision in stopping playing on keyboard and mouse? But if I had to guess, it's probably gonna be like, not like, oh, I get it, it like clicks instantly and I complete it super fast. So, yeah, safe to say I probably am not going to change my mind on being my last completion on keyboard and mouse. Man, I suck. Okay, I've got to lock in. Okay. What? That was not my fault. That should not have moved. That moved out from under my feet. That was not cool. Oof. Seeing as I'm loop failing in Intense and Remorseless, it's probably going to be a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. And if it takes up too much of my time, I might just give up and just come back to this tower when I'm good enough on controller. Oh, that was kind of a stupid almost mistake. Let's here, get here. Okay. Final section. Man. I suck at this. I've only made it up to... been playing for like half an hour and I've only made it up to insane once. Well, I shouldn't push myself too much. Prince took like... I don't know, I think he took like... at least, I don't know, I think like a few weeks or a few months or something along those lines to complete this. So I shouldn't really push myself to beat it too quickly. And if I don't beat it in like, if I take a bit to complete it, I shouldn't beat myself up over it too much, because Prince took quite a while to beat this, and I'm pretty sure he's a much better player at obbies than I am. Although he was trying to jump to Tower of Difficulty chart from the challenging, so... it would make sense if I can beat it in less time than him, because I'm only jumping from my hardest on keyboard and mouse being Tower of the Umbrella of the User. I'm jumping from like a low intense, if I only count my completion on keyboard and mouse, or like a peak intense, if you count my RAF, which I did on controller. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't realize I'm already back to extreme. Yay. Okay. Yes, new personal best, okay. Okay. Okay, not gonna lie, I didn't really expect to get up to terrifying this fast. disalignment. Just jump it. Ears. Okay. Okay. Jump up here. Shimmy, 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 no! Okay, I'll take that, though. I'll definitely take that, though. That's like, what, like... I don't know, that's... almost halfway through Terrifying. Okay, I'm actually gonna send this in the Ito group chat. Okay. No! I'm an idiot. Did I actually just do that? Did I actually just fall through that hole? Back down to the... back down to the easy floors? No! Oh god. Something that kind of makes me sad is how, like, the music on the easy floors like is better, is like legitimately like, wow, this is pretty neat. Like, this is actually peak. And then you get to the actually difficult floors, and then it's just 2 songs for like the first 3 floors. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully I'm not gonna make that stupid mistake again. Like, the beginning of this song sounds exactly like the backing track to the last song. Like, you cannot convince me otherwise. Okay. Back to Remorseless. Aww. I got Roblox physics. Oh. Getting Roblox physics. Eh. By Roblox physics, I mean, I'm blaming that half on myself and half on Roblox. Because of the physics engine. Oh, that was a pretty big skill issue. Okay. No. It's not that hard of a jump. Okay. We're fine. Okay. No. Okay. If you saw that, that is exactly why I'm no longer using keyboard and mouse. That was not me. That was the key sticking down. Like, you may think I'm making up excuses, but I'm actually serious. The key stuck down there, and that's what caused me to fall. Like, that is exactly why I am not. This is the last thing I'm doing on keyboard and mouse. Okay. The one actual outside of the tower is being completed. I say one actual outside because there's technically that one section insane that's kind of in an extension of the that's technically an extension over the tower, but it's like over the void, so it doesn't really. So I count it as a half an outside. Because if you fall there, you fall outside the tower, but it's technically inside the tower. It's weird. Okay. 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 Outside. Jumped up here to here. Corner flip left, back inside. There's... Okay. The hard section. Although that section is surprisingly a lot easier than it was in practice. Okay. Back to insane. Okay, jump, jump. There. Cross, there. Okay. Cross, cross, cross. This jump is always scary because it's like basically above the void. And the setup for it is weird. Okay, extreme. Okay. On that. Line up, border the bottom of my feet, that. Aim for the corner. Pure camera control. Okay, just a slide. Slide. Back to this. Okay. No. Why? What did I do wrong? Man, that sucked. Okay. Well, I made it up to the soul crushing section, like, what, like 3 times now? So, I'll take that as a win. Well, obviously, I'd take actually beating Tower difficulty chart over just getting farther in the tower than I expected at this stage, but hey, I'm making progress. That counts. No! Sticky keys again! Ah. Another reason why this is the last tower I'm doing on keyboard and mouse. Only been, like, what, an hour? My hands are already cramping up. It's actually terrible. Okay. let's go up this side this time. Fine. Ah. Okay, so I would have made it to insane if it had actually jumped. Okay, so at least, so I may be way less consistent at making it to insane than I should be, but at least I'm dying to Roblox physics weirdness. Like, without all the weird Roblox physics weirdness, I want to say that I would have been at, that I would have died, like, the amount of deaths I would have had, well, the amount of falls I would have had would be at least halved. And I know that my deaths to Roblox physics weirdness. Oh, hello. Yeah, don't worry, you didn't miss much. Just lots of falling. And what I was saying is that, yeah, there. Death to Roblox physics weirdness. I try to go and, like, just do stuff normally in Roblox physics engine. Just I understand that it's half a skill issue, half Roblox physics being weird, but anyways, right now what I'm doing is I'm attempting to complete tower difficulty chart, and this is the last completion I'm planning to do on keyboard and mouse, because I'm thinking after I beat tower difficulty chart I'm going to switch completely to, like, pretty much only using controller for video games. Well, except for navigating UI and in games with noticeably lacking controller support. Because if a game is terrible to play on controller, then obviously I'm not going to play it on controller. Or maybe not at all. And UI is so much nicer to navigate on keyboard and mouse. Because Roblox's thing for navigating UI on controller is just not where it should be. And I thought, you know what, I've already grinded this tower and Ito practice place for who knows how long, so I might as well just complete it as a final send-off to playing games on keyboard and mouse. That was almost a disaster. Furthest I've gotten is floor 9, I believe. So, gotten to second to last floor, just before halfway through. So I've made a lot better progress than I was expecting, honestly. Okay. Ah, that was a skill issue. Man. Hello. Yeah. Oh yeah, difficulties on keyboard and mouse. Yeah, that's understandable. Because, yeah, keyboard and mouse, like, a mouse will give you the best control over your camera over anything else. Just because it's specifically designed to feel really nice in your hand, give precision with the cursor, and gives like really good camera control, but the keyboard I think is where it gets a little bit iffy, which I don't know about everyone else, but for example, my keyboard hand is really cramping up. It's not a comfortable position to play. It's not really an intuitive layout, and you can only go like forward, back, left, right, which I guess does make it simpler to do tight ropes because you can just hold W and align your camera, but it does kind of restrict how much control you have on over your movement to a certain degree. Yeah, well, it's not so much that my hand is kind of worse off, it's just playing, it's just cramps, it'll wear off in a little bit. Maybe a slight bit of carpal tunnel in there as well, but just all the more reason to never do keyboard and mouse again after completing this. Because I've really wanted to do Tower of Difficulty chart for a long time now. And there isn't really anything that I really want to do it's harder after I complete this at this time. So I don't really have a problem. So I do really want to beat Tower of Difficulty chart while I can. But there isn't really too much that I really want to do that I need keyboard and mouse for, so after this, goes bye-bye. Ooh, that was almost bad. Okay, back to the final section 4-8. No. Fell to just the flick not being as flicky as it should have been. Oh well. I'm getting pretty consistent at making it at least to the end of floor 7, so hopefully I should be able to make it back to there without too much trouble. I think the major choke points for me at the moment are end of floor 7, end of floor 8, beginning half of floor 9, and a couple parts on floor 10 are probably going to be my major choke points, but actually, I should have end of floor 7 consistent now. This is really the section that I've been failing on a lot more than I'd like to, but back to floor 8. It's pretty nice. Okay. Pretty clean up until this point, although yeah, that jump can ruin everything because it's just directly just fall on that jump and it's directly outside of the tower. Eh. Fell again, but still I'm building consistency, so it's fine. Okay. 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 Round, jumped here, round. Inner part, conveyor part. Ooh, World 1 Tower Rush containing... Oh. Yeah, that would be funny, April Fools, and... If that existed, I might actually be tempted to do that. Because before the Pit of Misery Tower Rush got nerfed from... beating the easy tower for 1,000 times down to completing it 99 towers and a random tower from Pit of Misery, I was actually thinking of maybe doing that one day. But being realistic, I probably wasn't gonna do it anyways, because I haven't even done Purgatorio Tower Rush yet, so... Hopefully I'll get around to that soon, though. Ooh. Ah, my wrist. Okay, yeah, maybe this is carpal tunnel and not cramps. Should get a lot better after I stop playing on keyboard and mouse as much, though, so... Yeah. I really wish they would bring back Pit of Misery Tower Rush. It's just the idea of having a really difficult challenge that you could do, that I might actually be able to do, that nobody's completed yet. And just the idea of like more perseverance-based challenges in Roblox obbying is rather intriguing to me. I am choking a lot more than I should. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if they put every tower, including Soul Crushings, in a Tower Rush from World 1, that would be like easily like almost nil, probably. Every single tower in every single non-soul crushing in World 1 would be around unreal, though, I think. Like, either way, with either Tower Rush, like, nobody would ever beat it if it actually exists. Also, if you're wondering why I fell just now, it's part of the reason why this is the last tower I'm doing on keyboard and mouse. Just occasionally the keys just stick down. Like after I like for example, sometimes after I like press forward and then release forward, it'll just keep me moving forward for some reason. Just really annoying. Which I could technically just get a better keyboard and mouse and keep doing stuff on keyboard and mouse, but that would require money, and I do not have much money. So why would I want to spend the money on a keyboard and mouse, a good keyboard and mouse that'll just break after a little bit, when I could just buy controllers, when a good controller is just so much cheaper. Well, have a nice day. Hopefully I will beat it. Anyways, yeah, so my frame of mind is like, I could spend like 50 to even like near $100 getting a decent keyboard and mouse. And that'll actually last me a decent amount of time, or I could just main controller, and controller is just one device, so like if you're having problems, you just have to worry about replacing one device rather than two. And also, a decent controller is a lot cheaper than a decent keyboard and mouse. Yeah. And I feel like better equipment would definitely help with my keyboard obbying. But controller obbying is more fun for me. Whoops. I knew I was going to fail there at some point. Because controller obbying is just a lot more fun for me. And it's a lot better for my wallet. Plus, I already kind of collect controllers to some degree, so I have a lot of controllers already. Plus, you can sometimes get lucky and like score a old gamepad in good condition for like $5-10 from the thrift store. So yeah, there's quite a few reasons behind it, behind my move from keyboard and mouse to controller, but I just wanted to at least beat Tower of Difficulty chart before I switch for good. Which I was initially thinking of, like, before trying to beat it on keyboard and mouse, seeing how far I could get on controller instead. But I don't know. I know I'm close to being able to beat it on keyboard and mouse, so I don't know, maybe trying to beat it on controller can be a thing for future. Man. I'm loop failing in Remorseless way too much. I need to lock in. Okay. Pushing platform, corner flip, hanging platforms. Oops. This part. No. Ah. I hate it when it does that. Ah. Why is my dance clipping so rusty all of a sudden? Okay. Spinner. Wait for the right timing. Not liking the timings yet. Yeah, no, I'm not liking the timings right now. Okay, now should be good. Okay. Flip. Conveyor. Around. And... Okay. 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 Back to insane. Hopefully I can make it to terrifying again. Or I could just have another skill issue. Pushing the platform, jump. Ah. Oh, yo, you're here as well. That's pretty neat. she danced too. Oh, the spinner section was... got to the spinner section at a really good timing. That's good. Okay. The last part that actually scares me about 4-7. The walkarounds. Although surprisingly, I don't think I've died to them yet this stream. Oh. And then there's just... the Roblox physics engine just really doesn't like the ladder flicks. For whatever reason. Especially at high FPS. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna have the wrestling on because it starts at 7. Excited about it. If Hope doesn't win,
Okay. Oh, it could be my CPU. Huh. Ah! No! 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 That was so stupid. Oh my god. Just... and now I'm at, like, cut down to 24 health just because Roblox decided to fling me. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta be more careful. Come on. Yeah. Alright, I need to... Oops. Come on, corner flips. Come on. I really don't like corner flips. Oh, come on, that's a border between... Oh, I've never heard this part of the song before. That's how you know I've been stuck on this floor for way too long. Okay. Why do I keep typing this out? Oh, that's not good. I decided to switch it up and go around the other side, and that was a mistake. So not doing that again. Okay. Okay, back to insane. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Oops.
he's wearing the rock glasses.
Can
No.
you back up there, right? No? Oh, well, I could just go here and get back to that point a lot easier. Huh, I just realized I don't think I ever recall having fallen there before. Okay. Just gonna rest for a bit. Okay, I think I'm good now. Go through there quickly so I don't take too much damage. Okay, line this up. Good. This. That jump always scares me when I do it in first person. Okay. Go back. Okay. This part feels a lot more precise than it is. Or maybe I just really Hold on, was that a conveyor? Wait, that's a conveyor in the... Ah, that screwed me up. That isn't a conveyor in the practice place. So I was expecting to just be able to land there and just get back to a different point. Just get back to the jump before that. And just... Ito, why do you not have an in-game practice function? Come on. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Wait, this is not that hard? Holy shit.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Back to Rem.
Please do not be fired.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Never played that one, but hoping it does for you. I've pretty much only played Ito and tiered obbies up until this point. After I fully switch to controller, it's pretty much just going to be Ito and maybe some Eternal Abyss, Community Top Towers, and Caleb Soul Crushing Domain. as those are the only obby games that have like full controller support that I've found so far. Most tiered obby games have like no controller support whatsoever. And most tower obby games have a shift lock for controller. However, most obby games don't give the ability to switch between the current and classic camera control options. Which some people do use the current Roblox default camera for beating obbies on controller, but I could never. The classic camera control option is by far better. At least for me, it is. Yeah, unplayable on controller? Yeah, it checks out. Controller support for obby games is really not great. Even Ito, which arguably has the best controller support out of any game out of any tower game, even Ito, like, you can't corner flip on controller. You used to be able to, but when they redid the UI, apparently they reset the controls as well. And so I remember for my first Purgatorio stream, I didn't have shift lock yet because they completely forgot about adding that back with the update that was recently. At least they didn't forget the option to switch between camera modes on controller, because if they did, that would have made things a lot worse. Like, if they forgot the switcher between camera modes, I legitimately would have just quit Ito for a bit. Because, like, that is a must-have for me. And I always appreciate it. Of course, I always appreciate it when games just, instead of forcing the current default camera control mode on you, I always appreciate it when games just have the classic controller camera mode on just by default. Like, I know Blue Facility has it on by default, but I don't really know of many other games that have it, because I don't really play Roblox all that often. Ah! Okay, I had the wrong timing there. Oops. Oof, it's getting close to when the dining hall closes. Probably gonna have to stop the stream soon so I can eat dinner. And after I eat dinner, I'm probably gonna, like... After dinner, I'm probably gonna focus on homework, because I do have something that I need to do as well as I'm studying to do. I'll keep going for now, though. Probably another 5 to 10 minutes of attempts before I have to go to dinner. I had to guess. Of course, if I'm like 10 minutes later and I'm like into an attempt, then quit. So basically what that means is I'm probably just going to try and get one more good attempt in, and then leave it there for today. Because I made it to floor 9, which I'm pretty happy with. Ah. I hate it when it does that. Because whenever it just kicks you off of the ladder, instead of like actually letting you flick, like, that's not supposed to happen. And it's been a lot more of a problem recently. And what I'm gonna blame is the recent Roblox physics update. Because I know they said, like, oh, we'll have an option so, like, it isn't implemented if the developer doesn't want it implemented, but I don't know, I've had a lot more falls due to ladder flicks just not working since the update. So, that's interesting, just thought I'd mention that. A friend of mine does obbies on controller. When they started doing Ito, they had to switch to KBM, which he didn't find comfortable, so he wasn't able to properly play the game on controller. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, Tower Obbies, game, like just obbies in general, just have very inconsistent in terms of controller support, and just have very bad controller support more often than not. Actually, I think, now that I think about it, the obby game with the best controller support that I've come across is, I think, weirdly enough, actually, I was gonna say it was Master's difficulty chart, but I take that back because they force you into the default Roblox camera, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, they don't. Oh, you figured out your frame dropping issue. Well, what was the cause? So I've been having a frame dropping issue as well. Whenever I have too many tabs open, it makes my frames drop. Okay, yeah. Oh, right, because CPUs have different amounts of cores. Oh. Okay, that was my problem. Because a little bit ago I was having a problem where my game would just like sometimes freeze up for a few frames just for no reason. And I think, yeah, the CPU is trying to do too much, probably. So I think this is, after I fall, I'm gonna end the stream. Because I do need to eat dinner soon. Yeah. I thought it was recording just the act of like recording my game that was causing it to be slow. but I was wrong. And what I did was I deleted metal, and that actually worked quite well, actually. Yeah. What could also be, like, part of it is, like, I have, like, 50 tabs open in Opera at all times. So that might be affecting my laptop's performance a little bit. I think that should be good. Yes. Okay. No. Okay, we're still rolling. Still on floor 8. Dang it, I knew it was gonna fall there at some point. But yeah, after I fall next, it's definitely gonna be it for today. So, and I'll just try it again another day after I fall next. Unless I fluke it, of course. Oh. Okay, yeah. Oh, you deleted your tabs and instantly got PB. Yeah, that does make sense. Performance drops are really... Yeah. Even if they don't affect your performance physically, they do affect your performance mentally. It's like, dang, my computer isn't doing well, how am I supposed to do well? Sort of a thing. At least that's what I found for me. So yeah. I think the furthest I got was like almost midway through floor 9. If there's anybody that's there. Oh. Oh, right, because I have all players set to invisible. Let's see if somebody's on the section that I failed at. Nope. So, yeah, basically where I failed is... I'll just go to that point in practice place. Since nobody was in stream when I reached my personal best. Okay. Okay, so pretty good. Did pretty good today, so basically I think I made it to terrifying once, like I think 30 minutes in, and I believe where I fell was this jump right here. And I believe what I did is I was lining it up, and I accidentally like turned my camera a bit too much and fell like that. So I think I made it like almost halfway through floor 9, because I'd consider this jump the halfway point, because I can get all of this stuff pretty consistent, except this jump is a bit of a problem for me. But it's not that big of a deal. I think what I need to do at this point is I just need to gain consistency. Although, once I get to floor 10, I think some hard parts for me are definitely going to be fin studs are going to be a challenge, because those were a bit of a challenge in practice, although I have those a bit more consistent. And this right here is definitely going to be a problem. Specifically the transition from this truss to this platform, as well as the jump from here to here might be a bit of an issue. And this, I'm not so sure about as well. I just got that first try. That's surprising. But a part of me is worried that I'm just going to like get there and I'm just going to touch the side of this and it's not going to count. So, I mean, I got to here. That's only like 1.5 floors away from the end. So I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah. The first stream of me trying to beat Tower of Difficulty chart. Maybe I'll just do an attempt or two at this on controller, see how far I make it. On my own time. Because at this point, I'm not entirely sure where I stack up on controller versus where I stack up on keyboard and mouse. Because I thought I was much better at keyboard and mouse than I was at controller, but I know I'm definitely a lot closer than I thought. Because how yesterday I beat my new hardest by quite a bit on controller. Because my previous personal best was a low intense Tower of the Umbrella of the User on keyboard and mouse, and my previous personal best on controller was, I think, a mid-high challenging, I think, Steeple of Guiding Lights. So that was my previous personal best on controller. And then I just beat like a peak intense on controller.
Oh, Claymore.
And not only that is I was kind of not getting struggling to make it past the first section of Wrath, which was my current hardest on controller. Then I switched to keyboard and mouse and quickly found that I was better at that obby on controller than I was on keyboard and mouse. Well, that was probably just because I was attempting it on controller. And at the point I'm at, my skills on keyboard and mouse and my skills on controller just aren't translating anymore. So I'm definitely a lot closer on controller versus on keyboard and mouse than I thought, but I don't know. If I'm able to beat this on controller before I beat it on keyboard and mouse, then this being a send-off for keyboard and mouse, beating this being a send-off for keyboard and mouse definitely won't become a thing, because then I'll know that I'm better at controller than keyboard and mouse. But I don't know. I'm probably gonna end up beating this on keyboard and mouse, or I give up. Those are the two most likely options. Yeah. Yeah, and I think the reason why that is goes down to like move you can control your movement a lot better on controller, but you have a lot better camera control on keyboard and mouse, so I think there are some hobbies that are better on controller. And I think I'm probably more likely it's a lot more likely that I end up beating this on keyboard and mouse than on controller, especially because more classic style towers I do really bad at on controller, like proportionally bad at. Like, for example, I was trying like for at least a couple weeks to beat Tower of Traps on controller, and I think the highest I got to was like floor 7, and I think I got there like once if I remember correctly. And then I'm like, wow, maybe I'm a lot worse at controller or on obbies than I thought. And then I switched to Steeple of Guiding Lights and beat that in like less than a week. And I got to the and I beat it the second time I got to the final floor. And then I do the Halloween event on controller, and then just it's like, wow, I just beat a peak intense with my previous hardest on controller being like a mid-high challenging, which is especially shocking since I was couldn't even do tower traps on controller. So yeah, I think part of controller being a lot worse for Ito might be that Ring One just inherently has a lot of towers that have more classic gameplay, and just classic gameplay is just a lot more difficult on controller for some reason. So yeah. Anyways, I have like 2 minutes until the dining hall closes, so I kind of need to go now and have dinner. So, anyways, yeah, I hope you guys have a nice day, and I will be back to beat this another time. So, see ya. Ending the stream.